Honorable Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda and Chairman of CARICOM, Gaston Brown, the Most Honorable Percival James Patterson, former Prime Minister of Jamaica, members of the Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda, members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, government officials, Lord Anthony Gifford, Dr. Douglas Slater, Assistant Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Julius Garvey, special guest and featured speaker, Sir Hilary Beckles, Chairman of the CARICOM Reparations Commission, Mr. Dorbrene O'Marde, Chairman of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission, chairpersons and members of the National Reparations Committees, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening ceremony of the second CARICOM Conference on Reparations, which has the theme An Experts Conference on Caribbean Reparations, Scientific Engagement and Community Mobilization. I'm Mikkel Brand, a member of the local commission and your MC for this opening event. We are gathered here today and will huddle on Monday and Tuesday to intensify discourse on the CARICOM Reparation Commission's 10-point plan for reparatory justice. Much ground has been covered since the inaugural conference in St. Vincent last September, and the way forward is continuously being charted and refined. I invite Chairman of the local commission, Mr. Dorbrene O'Marde, to give an overview in his welcome address.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon, everyone. Some tasks are generally easier than others. I think this afternoon I have the easiest of all tasks, which is simply to welcome you here. This welcome address, as I say, it's simple. It will tell you who welcomes you here and tell you also to where you are welcome. This welcome comes essentially from the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission, from the government of Antigua. The Prime Minister will tell you more about his country when he comes here. It also comes from the conveners of this second conference on reparations, the Caribbean Reparations Commission, the chairperson who is also here and who I think will tell you also a little more about the CRC. The Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission has gone through at least 2 or 3 iterations since 2007 when we were formed. We were formed in commemoration of the 200th anniversary of the abolition of the British Atlantic slave trade back in 2007. In 2011, we were appointed by the Antigua government as a commission, and we have functioned as a commission since then. We see our role essentially as primarily public education and public education of encouraging and moving our peoples forwards within this struggle, this battle that we see before us for reparations. We think that this struggle for reparations will dominate the first half of this century, as did those struggles for independence and the anti-apartheid struggles, etc., dominated the last 50 years of the last century. The Reparations Commission, in its formation by the Antigua government, was asked to do a couple of things: to lead national reflection on the institution of slavery, which was at the heart of profound social and economic inequality, hatred, bigotry, racism, and prejudice; to identify, design, and promote programs for the commemoration of the abolition of slavery; to honor the memory of those who died as a result of one of the worst acts of violation of human rights in the history of humanity; to organize activities to include education and awareness programs concerning reparations for the enslavement of our ancestors and establish links with organizations with similar missions; and to foster deeper ideological, social, and economic connections with people of African descent in the diaspora and continental Africa. To meet these objectives, we have embarked in the last 7 years over a series of programs to include an annual lecture series. We have had many of the Caribbean and international scholars here in this particular hall discussing with us this issue of reparations over the years. We have staged art and cultural exhibitions and concerts. We have engaged ourselves in book displays and exchanges. We partner with the Rastafari community in Antigua and Barbuda for African Liberation Day programs. We have this year for the first time partnered with the Ministry of Culture in expanding our emancipation commemoration programs, including staging a march through St. John's and holding a ceremony in the middle of town on August 1st this year for the first time. We are continuously in the media, public awareness, public education programs. We're in film and social media communication, and we're totally involved in regional exchanges of one sort or the other. That is who we are. That is who welcomes you here. Here is Antigua and Barbuda. I have been warned not to use one of these Caribbean standard jokes. As a Caribbean people, you know, we have these jokes that appear in every territory, used on every occasion by different peoples. Only the names change. The story is about prime ministers wanting to talk to heaven. And of course there are difficulties. You don't just talk to heaven like that. And clearly you have to pay some money. Without naming the countries, one prime minister had to pay $12,000 and he got his call through. Another one had to pay $25,000 because of exchange things, and he got his call through. Prime Minister Gaston Brown only had to pay 25 cents. You see here, heaven is a local accord. We welcome you to Antigua and Barbuda.